Hello, friends. Welcome back. We are going to turn our scars into stars. So, as many of you guys know, I do struggle with anxiety, and sometimes I just get nervous. Like I don't know, like life is just crazy, right? And I'm working on it, and I'm talking um, about my experiences, and hopefully my testimony helps somebody else. And it's getting better. But no matter if you struggle with anxiety or not, this election has got everybody completely freaked out, okay? Whether you're team Biden or you're team Trump, this right here is a straight mess, okay? It is taking forever for them to count these votes, but I feel good about it. So I want to touch on this, okay? I read this quote, I think it was by James Baldwin. If I'm mistaken, please forgive me. And it says, to be an African American is to be an African without memory and an American without privilege. And I couldn't agree more. I identify as a Guyanese American because both my biological parents are from Guyana, born and raised, but I was born in the United States. I was born in New York. And I couldn't imagine, although, I'm black in color and I do identify with the black experience, HBCUs, Hampton, Lady Pirate, blanket, we in here. I don't even know what it would be like to be like a straight up, black American, because it just seems like you have nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I'm extremely concerned that this election is even so close. Like, how could it be so close? Like, I don't get that it's so close. It's crazy, right? It just goes to show you how blatantly a lot of people can disregard bigotry, misogyny, racism, just everything. Is crazy. Now, I'm not saying that everybody that supports Trump is a racist, because that's not true. Okay, everybody that supports Trump is not a racist. But the fact that him being kind of racist isn't a deal breaker for you is a little crazy. It's a little nuts. All right, next thing I want to talk about. Is it just me, or is this relationship with the current commander-in-chief kind of like when you catch your significant other cheating? What does she mean by that? Let me explain. So you ever like dealing with someone and you catch them cheating, and then you stay with them, and now you are being treated like the one that cheated? Has that ever happened to anyone? Like, they so nervous you gonna get back at them, they don't want to let you do nothing. Like, they more mad with you that you caught them than they are with themselves for getting caught or for doing wrong things in the first place. Like, Trump is like, when he's winning, it's the democratic process, the people have spoken, him and Lil Pimp, like it's a movie, right? But then when he's losing, he wants to sue the states. He wants to stop counting the votes, right? He wants to stop counting the votes completely. That's like they're catching you at your own game, and now you don't want to play no more. Like, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of like narcissistic. Like, it's only right when it's in your favor. Like, I don't know. So a little weird. You can't say, God bless America and not bless all parts of it. You got to bless the ugly part, the slavery, the building a wall, the immigration, you got to embrace that part. And the ugly part makes it also beautiful, because, we overcame those things. And we're still overcoming, judging people based on their race, creed, color, religion, sexual orientation. Like, we're getting through it. And I keep saying, like, this is what makes America poppin'. It's a young country in comparison to, you know, the other countries, like the superpowers, like Russia and like Europe, France, you know, London, England and all that there, China, you know, we're definitely improving, but we make mistakes. The point is to get through that. But how you gonna stop the democratic process? You can't do that. Finally, Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe, that boy is a fool. It's like he's the little 2-minute interview that he gave yesterday when he came out in Wilmington, Delaware, and he spoke for those like every bit of 2 entire seconds was the equivalent of sending a K text to somebody's paragraph. He sent K. God bless our troops. We have to be patient. Like you're saying the president's not being patient. God bless our troops. Like, where are you coming from? What troop? Like, what are you talking about? And he's so petty. No sooner than I said that Trump was going to come out and say something, Trump came out with a 4-page letter, y'all. And he was just, our troops and these, the false, it's fraud, it's voter fraud. How is it only fraud when it's against you? I'm not understanding. So I'm going to be patient and I'm going to wait and I'm going to see what happens. But I will leave y'all with this. Don't care who you are, where you from. One thing I will say about Trump being right, he says like the fake news and the media. The media will have you out here thinking that is way more Trump supporters than what it is. And it's people that are Republican that's voting Democrat. And it's people that's Democrat that's voting Republican. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to trust the process and be patient. Like Uncle Joe told us, we got to be patient. And don't care who you are. You're influenced by this presidency. You're influenced by coronavirus. It is affecting your life in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So hopefully, you know, we're going to get through we're going to get through it. The election is taking a lot longer than past elections, but it's going to be worth it. You know, nothing that's worth it is going to be easy. So we have to be patient. You know, we sat up here and waited for 4 years. If we got to wait 4 days, so be it. All right. So like, subscribe, follow, share. And I hope we have a favorable outcome. And hopefully Uncle Joe and Kamala, whatever her name is, can get us out this rut that we in, because I'm ready to get back to life. All right, y'all. Wash your hands, read every day, sanitize everything.